Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Aurora. What happens if Aurora gets a $5 billion investment? Why it's so beneficial for Aurora to get it, and they would be able to use that money almost instantaneously if they, well, not instantaneously, but they'll definitely you get value instantly as soon as they get that $5 billion investment, and it will also cause some of Aurora's stock to rise with that investment. And I'm gonna be talking about what stock could potentially rise a lot with that investment. Before I begin, I kind of wanted to do my own little promotion. This is just me promoting this video, this movie. It's My Hero Academia, Two Heroes movie. Me and my business partner are big fans of this of this anime series, and they're coming out with a movie. I purchased the English version and the Japanese version tickets of this. I was planning to I wanted to watch it both in English and Japanese. I offered my business partner, our friend, that I'd pay for his ticket to watch the English version, but he was stubborn. He really wants to watch it in the Japanese version, and he refuses to watch it the English version because he can't stand English dubbers. I don't know, because I guess he's a more dedicated hardcore anime fan compared to me. I just really like this series because it has such a good storyline, and yeah, it's just because this TV series has such a big storyline. The movie is part of the storyline in this in the anime series. So me and my friend was actually talking about driving to Saskatoon because we were looking at the tickets and we noticed that Saskatoon was selling tickets while Edmonton wasn't. We didn't understand why, but we were planning to drive all the way from Edmonton to Saskatoon to just to watch the movie. This is like a 5-hour road trip, by the way, which would have been brutal, but we were that's how much of a big fan we are of this show. But luckily it came into West Edmonton Mall, so we just picked up our tickets and we are ready, and we're just waiting until that date comes between September 25th and October 2nd. So if you guys should check out the movie if you're bored and don't mind cartoons, I guess, because they're also showing it in English and it's not Japanese, it's English dubbers. Maybe the movie might get you interested in the anime, and you might, if you want to watch the English version of it, you can check it out on Funimation. You subscribe to Funimation and they will, all the episodes will be in English. That's the only reason why I picked up Funimation, because I wanted to watch this TV series, this anime series in English. That's just me though. That's how big of a fan I am for Hero Academy. It's the #1 show of all time. For right now, maybe in the future it might change, but for now it's my #1 show. So if Aurora got an investment, a $5 billion investment, I believe that Zoom stock could get affected quite a bit, because there could be speculation that Aurora could be investing more money into Zoom because they just got a huge injection of money. But you never know. You never know what will happen. But but I believe if Aurora got a $5 billion investment, it will probably affect Zoom stock, but I could be totally wrong. Radiant Technology Industry. Oh, by the way, Zoom does not have any warrants or anything with Aurora, so who knows what will happen, but I think Zoom stock will rise. If it doesn't, Aurora would get to invest into Zoom at a very cheap price. And then that will cause the stock to rise regardless. So that's just my opinion. Radiant Industry Technologies. I think this stock will probably rise. I'll be honest with you, I don't really see the traction in this company because Aurora just purchased out Metroleaf and Canamed, and both of those companies have their own extraction process technology. I mean, Radiant Technology does have the best technology in the industry, so there's a chance that Aurora might invest more into Radiant. They do have a warrant for Radiant. They have a warrant that is priced at $1.71 for a period of 24 months. So they could exercise that warrant and purchase more shares of Radiant. I mean, right now it wouldn't make any sense because, you know, Radiant is trading at what, like 90 cents, while the warrant is placed at $1.71. Like, what? So I mean, it makes no sense right now, but it's always a possibility Aurora could renegotiate that warrant. But if Aurora gets the $5 billion, maybe Radiant will rise all the way to $1.70, maybe $2, because the anticipation that Aurora might invest into Radiant. Who knows what happens, but I think it will probably affect the stock. So yeah, this is my opinion though. Alcana will most likely get affected. There's a chance it might not, but it will most likely get affected because Aurora already has a 25% investment in Alcana. They still have up to 40%, so they still have an additional 15%. So I think Aurora will probably purchase, they will probably exercise the warrant and purchase up to 50%, 40% of Alcana, and then try to take over the company by going over 55%. So this will probably cause Alcana stock to rise, but you know, you never know. Alcana has disappointed me so many times in the past, so even with a $5 billion investment, Alcana might be still trading at $9, and who knows? Who knows? But I think Aurora is definitely going to make use of that money to purchase out more Alcana because they don't really care about the stock price. They care about the business model, and they want Alcana's business model of opening up retail stores. That's why I think they'll exercise those warrants, give Alcana more money, and own 40% of the company, especially if they get a $5 billion investment. Aurora, oh wait, I already mentioned that. Hemco, well, Aurora already purchased over 50% of Hemco, so there might not be a chance Hemco will rise, but you never know. It could rise like it had a rise right here. So if Aurora makes a purchase in Hemco could rise to like $2-3, to like $3 like it did back in, I don't know, like November 14, 2017. So Hemco could have a massive rise and a massive run again if Aurora gets their $5 billion investment, but it might not. So I 50-50 on this one. T-God would be a no-brainer, literally. I mean, if Aurora got $5 billion investment, they would definitely run up, because if you look at the warrants for T-God, they had a chance to buy 8% after 3 months of trading on T-God. This is a 10% discount at market price, so it's still gonna cost them $100+ million. I mean, Aurora could purchase the first thing with the money, but when it comes to maybe the second or the third or the fourth, they're running out of money, and they need some kind of cash injection. I don't think they're gonna be borrowing debt to purchase more T-God. That would make absolutely no sense. They would use debt to continue to run the company, to build the Aurora Sun facility, to build the Denmark facility. But they're not gonna use that money to. They're not gonna use that debt money to purchase more T-God. That's why they extended the day to all the way to October 12th, because on the same day that they got the announcement that they were extending this time, they also made an announcement that they finished closing the $200+ million deal from BMO. So why wouldn't they just take that money that they got from the debt to go purchase T-God right away? Why did they have to extend it another 6 weeks till October 12th to purchase out T-God? My assumption, this is my assumption, that they are talking to someone to get their own $5 billion investment, because if they get the $5 billion investment, easily, they can totally purchase T-God. If T-God goes up to $10, they can still purchase T-God, because because they have billions of dollars, and that money just kind of just graduates to Tika, and Tika can use that money to expand their acquisitions, expand their business model, also be working to keep growing and expanding by using the money Aurora gives them for exchange for percentage of the company. So if Aurora gets a purchase, gets a buyout deal, it's gonna definitely affect T-God's stock, because stockholders gonna pump up that stock, and Aurora is gonna have to purchase at a premium price because shareholders are pumping that stock price up. So that's my assumption anyways. If they get the $5 billion deal, definitely T-God stock will be affected. Like, I'm 95% sure. So, disclaimer, don't buy it because you heard it on my show. Buy it because you did your own research or whatever. CTT Pharmaceutical. Okay. Okay, so CC stock had a big climb, and now it's declined. If Aurora gets the $5 billion investment, I think the stock could rise. It could probably rise back to maybe $1-ish, maybe. It could have a nice run like it did back here, because Aurora has okay, for one thing I'm certain is this stock will not decline back to 35 cents, because Aurora has a warrant that provides the right to purchase CCT at 35 cents. So if the stock ran back down to 29 cents, Aurora is getting a huge discount every time they they're losing out on every share they purchase of CTT. So, and I believe Aurora really wants CCT because it's a company that works on products, delivery technology products, and Aurora wants to expand the total items that can be cannabis, different methods of taking cannabis. And this is the reason why they're so interested in this company, because it's a company specialized in science, and Aurora is really heavily invested in the science of cannabis. So definitely the stock, I really believe the stock will get affected if Aurora gets the $5 billion investment. At least this is just my opinion. Micron Waste Technologies. Yeah, definitely. Aurora has warrants to purchase more of the share for a total of so far they have 4.4 million shares for investment of $1.5 million, and then they can also purchase additional 2 million shares for a total gross proceed of $2.3 million at 50 cents. This is only a 6.46% ownership, by the way. So that means that if Micron Waste Technology does very well in the future, they could use that $5 billion to make additional investments into Micron. So I can totally see Micron stock rising. If this is just my opinion though, but I really see Micron stock getting affected if Aurora gets their $5 billion investment, similar to Canopy. And Can Group is last up. Can Group came out and said that they wanted Aurora to purchase them out. They want to be owned by Aurora. So if they get their $5 billion investment, considering the fact that Can Group is only worth $298 million and Aurora owns 22% of them, they could use that money to purchase out Can Group, but for a premium of $500 million, $500 million. It's totally possible. And then Metroleaf has a private company already in Australia. They could take this company with the private company in Australia and really own the Australian market, which would be awesome. because, you know, once Australia goes to wreck, which will happen eventually, that's a really big market for Aurora. So they'll definitely use that $5 billion investment towards Australia. We'll see what happens. So, but unfortunately, I can't really buy Australian stock because I don't live in Australia, so I don't know how, like, I don't know what kind of, I never tried it. I guess I could try to use my investor line to buy Australian stock, but I really don't care. I don't think I would make very much. I mean, at best, this stock goes up $5. But I don't know. It's been quite stable with a few bumps along the way to like $3. But the stock's been fairly stable. I don't think it's gonna ever decline back to $1.20. But anything's possible in the stock market. So it could decline back to $1.22. I haven't really kept up the company, but I know Aurora has a big investment in this company, and this company also wants Aurora to purchase them out, so they could be using that money to completely purchase out this company. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, please give me a thumbs down. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye!